You can go ahead, Mr. Chairman.
All right, we call the March 11th meeting of the Board of Assessors, Clarke County Board of Assessors to order. We'll have a roll call. David Lynn.
Here.
Quaison Payne.
Here.
And I'm here. I need to get a motion to approve the minutes of the February 11th meeting.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. I need to get a motion to adopt tonight's agenda.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Since we don't have any public comment, we'll close public comment. We'll move to item D, which is conservation use and renewals.
All right. We've got, from our last board meeting, we've had 7 people come in, or 7 parcels for renewal. First 2 are owned by Susan Timberlake off of Jefferson River and Clark Woods Road. She uses them for livestock, wildlife. I guess the first tract actually has a house on it, so she had to take out a couple of acres. So that's why you see the acreage is 26, but the conservation use covenant acres is 24. So, those are pretty straightforward. The next one, which is 14313B, owned by Melanie Patton off of Nowhere Road, 36.75 acres of wildlife. No issues there. Next parcel, 15310G, the Hawkins family off of Freeman Drive, 13 acres of wildlife. No issues. James Deacle has a tract off of Barnett Shoals, 174B1C. It's basically that leftover land that sits over there behind the Deacle development. Mm-hmm. And, it's for producing trees, 56-acre tract, no issues. Robert Warren, 23-2, parcel 10 off of Cherokee Road. This one, we've just about covered all the covenants now where people had to come in and take the house out. So he had to do the same. So you'll see that his acreage is 18, but his conservation use acres are 16 because you take out the acreage under the house. The rest of it he uses for trees. And then Frank Fleming, 31-2, parcel 6 off of Double Bridges Road, has a 207-acre tract, all tree production. So it's the staff's recommendation that these 7 parcels be approved for conservation use beginning 2021.
Can I get a motion to that effect?
So moved. Second.
All right, so who's making the motion?
I'm seconding David. He's made the motion.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, we're moving on to new applications.
All right. New applications. Wait a minute.
Continuations.
Actually, on your agenda, the continuations are, is that right, Amanda?
It is. The continuation should be number 2, not new applications.
Yeah,
okay.
Continuations.
Well, we'll go to continuations. What you've got up on the screen is correct.
We've got 2 that are owned by H.E. Wood Land Holdings off of Boyles Road. One is a 25-acre tract. The other is a 50-acre tract. He's, raising all kinds of, products, crops and trees and animals. There's no issue there on those 2. And then the Whiteners have a tract off of Charlie Bolton Road, 2819. It's a 9.99 acre tract. It actually ties to another tract that produces trees. And so these, we feel like should be continued.
Can I get a motion to that effect?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Okay, and we'll go to
This will be
new
the new
applications.
application. First tract is owned by Marion and Linda Ivy, 714B off of 710 Cleveland Road. This is one where they are having to take out their house. So it's 21 acres total, but 19.43 will go in the covenant. They're producing trees and wildlife. The second new one is John Dawson, 2835D off of Suttoth Street. He also has a house, so 13 acres will go out of the 14, and he also checked off wildlife. So we would ask that the board approve these two new applications.
Can I get a motion to that effect?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Now we're gonna go to rehabilitated historic part A.
I'm sure y'all have all seen this piece of property. It's up on Oconee Street. And it was used by the Boys and Girls Club at one time. It's an old school building, and it's fallen into some, really needs to have some repair work done. And so they had started the project, and then I guess just kind of stopped. And so now someone else owns the property, and they're going to continue and actually move forward and rehabilitate this school building. It's really, it looks pretty neat. Dean and I have walked through it a couple of different times, and so it meets everything. It's under the Department of DCA. It's in the historic district. They will definitely do 100% of increase to it. That's what they have to do in order to get the rehabilitated for commercial properties. So there really shouldn't be any issues. And, at this point, we're just approving the Part A, which is for them to get started. And so it's met everything else. So we just need to give our stamp of approval.
Why is the Historic Macon Foundation involved in it?
I'm not sure. I've dealt with the Macon Foundation on a few projects around here. I think they're the ones that deal more with the rehabilitated historic properties.
Yes.
Because there's been a couple of other projects that I had to talk to them, and that's who I had to talk to, was the Macon.
Okay.
Can I get a motion to approve the rehabilitated historic?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, and we'll go to digest appeal update.
First thing we need to do is this time every year we kind of get the board to approve all of our error and release slips from the past year. And so up at the top is just kind of a summary. Just kind of go to there. So real property, the adjustments have been slightly over 300,000. Personal property, about 2 million. Motor vehicles, which we kind of give you quarterly updates anyway, has been a total of about 55,000. And then mobile homes is an adjustment of about a little over 86. So grand total, we're talking about error and releases of slightly under 2.5 million, which is slightly under 1 million assessed.
Is there anything we need to do with this?
Y'all just need to adopt this, this error and release slip or sheet. It's a summary of everything that's been done the past year.
Okay. Can I get a motion to that effect?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We're going on to harvested timber values.
And this is something we get from the Department of Revenue every year, is the updated owner harvested timber values. We don't have a lot of timber, so we don't have to worry about it a whole lot, but these are the schedules that are provided across the state. And so they ask each local board to adopt these numbers for their county. And so that's what we're asking the board to do. And, we follow this every year. And it's something they check in their digest reviews to make sure that we do adopt these numbers.
Okay. Can I get a motion to adopt the Department of Revenue numbers?
Motion to adopt.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Now we'll move on to conservation use of the land value.
Same thing, the state updates all the conservation use and forest land protection values each year. And this is what we have to put into our system to calculate all the conservation use that y'all just approved. So we are in, I think it's Cuba 2 district.
Yes.
And so these are the numbers that we will put into our system that have been adopted by the Department of Revenue, and we need to approve these numbers as well.
I get a motion to approve.
So moved.
Number 2.
I move for approval.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 All
Just
right.
just to kind of give you some more update on the digest, we're rolling along. We're about a little over 50% done with our reassessment, and we're right on schedule, which is where we need to be. And I tell you, man, it's some crazy numbers out there, but we're doing the best we can to analyze the sales and try to figure out what the values are. And right now we're right about a 6% increase over last year's digest.
Is that just an increase in values, or does that increase on that doesn't include the increase on the new construction?
That's everything. I'm just giving you the total number right now. It's about a 6% increase over last year. I'll have to break it down into growth and reassessment, but right now that's just the number. That's what we're looking at.
That's a good
and
problem.
that number, is going to change, but that's where we are today.
All right. Is there anything else on the digest appeal update?
That's it.
Okay, well then I'll entertain a motion to move into executive session for attorney-client conference.
So moved.
Who's going to second it?
David seconded.
Aye.
Okay.
All those in favor say aye.
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 All right. Give me just a second.
Yeah, it'll be a motion to return to the public.
All right.
All right, Jeb, you can resume public.
Can I get a motion to return to the public side of the meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. Is there any other business that we need to discuss?
Just going to let you know, caveat is coming up in May. The Department of Revenue is still trying to figure out exactly what that's going to look like. It is supposed to be here in Athens at the Classic Center, but they're still trying to figure out if any of it's going to be in person, if it's all going to be virtual, if it's going to be half. They're still trying to figure it out. But as as we find out more information, we'll give it to y'all, because that's always a great training to go to for y'all to get y'all's certification. So we'll let y'all know how that's progressing. And then the summer conference is kind of the same deal. They're still trying to figure out what they're going to do, whether to try to do it virtually, whether to actually have the conference, and kind of slow down some of the stuff that they do. But, you know, again, all of that's just kind of in flux right now. But, you know, at least y'all were able to get your 20 hours in last year through those virtual trainings. And they're going to be offering more and more of those, which is good, you know, just because there's times when you really just can't take off and go somewhere, but you can take one of those virtual classes and get your training done and move on. So I think it's, in hindsight, this has been good, because they've been talking for years about trying to start some virtual classes, and this has finally made them do it. So I was in on a meeting back about a month ago, and you know, they're getting ready to open up some of our core classes, like cost approach, income approach, personal property. They're about ready to have some of those ready to do virtually, which will be really good. Any thoughts?
So, when you public, it said the deed will be paid 369 more.
I thought the virtual class that I took was great, and more than that, I think
It's towards the bottom.
in this world, you know, not having to go to Cordele or Dalton for a class like that, especially on the as an assessor, I thought that was very good.
If y'all want to wait about 5
I
minutes,
like getting 2 free meals a day.
I enjoyed the virtual class as well. Gives me a
That's
lot
right.
of
So
freedom.
basically, this is where you'll get the tax parcel.
Okay.
At the very top.
Okay.
Anything else we need to discuss?
Got the deed booking page, and always use.
If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Some of them.
Second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. All right.